Let's listen in live.
The suspect did die at the scene. We're trying to confirm if that suspect died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound or was killed by officers at this time. At least 2 officers were shot during this exchange of gunfire. One is currently in surgery at University of Louisville Hospital. At least 4 more victims were confirmed to be deceased inside the location, as well as 8 that are now currently being treated at the University Hospital. 2 are critical, one of those being the officer. We're currently working to identify all of the victims, work with their families for reunification, and provide services to the families and the victims. The investigation, I want to reiterate, is ongoing. This will be a long scene. It will take pretty much into the night. So I still ask that the public avoid the area. I want to reiterate that there is no active threat. We believe this is a lone gunman involved in this that did have a connection to the bank. We're trying to establish what that connection was to the business, but it appears he was a previous employee. It is clear from the officer's response that they absolutely saved people's lives. This is a tragic event, but it was the heroic response of officers that made sure that no more people were more seriously injured than what happened. We will continue to provide updates as soon as possible. We will have another press briefing following this at 3 p.m. today. I will turn it over to Mayor Craig Greenberg at this time.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Humphrey. First, I ask that everyone around our city, around the country, around the world, pray with us for those who are currently at U of L Hospital, injured, fighting for their lives as a result of another act of gun violence. And I want to thank all of the first responders, the brave and heroic men and women of LMPD, who, thanks to their efforts, quickly responded to the emergency call. And as you just heard from Deputy Chief Humphrey, without a doubt, their actions saved lives. There will be a lot more information we are able to provide as the day goes on. But I want everyone in the city to know that notwithstanding tragedies like today, when multiple people are killed by gun violence, notwithstanding tragedies when individuals are killed by gun violence, our community will continue to come together. We will find ways to love and support one another and the families and friends who have been directly impacted by these acts of gun violence. And we will come together as a community to work to prevent these horrific acts of gun violence from continuing here and around the state. I want to thank again everyone at LMPD, from the Louisville Fire Department, from EMS, from the state agencies and now federal agencies that are also involved. We are a safer community. We are a stronger community, thanks to the work of our law enforcement. And again, my prayers go out to the families who have lost loved ones today. My prayers go out to the officers who are at the hospital right now, and my thanks for all of them. Together, we will get through this together. Finally, I want to introduce Governor Beshear, who has joined us and who is assisting with the efforts. Governor.
I want to start by thanking the brave heroes in LMPD and our other responding organizations. LMPD made it to this scene in a matter of minutes after receiving the call, and there is no doubt in my mind that their efforts saved lives and they put their own on the line. And we have at least one officer in surgery right now that is there. because he took those actions to try to protect the people of Louisville. I want to thank Louisville Fire, Louisville Metro EMS, and Emergency Management and the Louisville Sheriff's Office for the immediate response. They've now been joined by the FBI, ATF, Homeland Security, Kentucky State Police have requested in the Louisville Office of Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods in this response. This is awful. I have a very close friend that didn't make it today. And I have another close friend who didn't either, and one who's at the hospital that I hope is going to make it through. So when we talk about praying, I hope people will. For those that we are hoping can make it through the surgeries that they're going through, and then we've got to do what we have done these last 3 years after everything. We've got to wrap our arms around these families. And to everybody who needs it, don't be afraid to get some help. Our bodies and our minds are not meant to go through these types of tragedies. And so I hope that all the brave officers that stepped into the line of fire, that are worried about one of their fellow officers, will reach out for help when they need it. I hope every one of those bank employees and folks in that building, one that I know well, and my AG campaign was out of that building. I know virtually everyone in it. That's my bank. I hope that they will all reach out and get the help that they need. There are a lot of people that are hurting today. And if we have a place to focus our energy, I hope it is to surround them with the love and the compassion that we have been so good at showing one another. I want people to know that while today is a horrific act, I do believe that this is a safe community with officers doing their very best each and every day, and that's what we saw here. Yes, I know that there are steps that the police department is taking to do things better after a recent report, but we certainly saw, I think, the very best from them today, and I want to thank them and all our other law enforcement officers for responding and doing their best to try to save some of my friends and many others. Thank you all.
Any questions? The other one, it appears to be non-critical injuries at this time.
Was the bank open, and do we know if there were other, I don't want to say customers, but patrons inside at the time?
I'm not sure on the status of that yet. That'll be part of the investigation. Excuse me? It appears the shooter was, I don't know if it was an active employee or a former employee, but the shooter did have a connection to the location. No. Don't know that. Yes, was there any form of security at the bank? We don't know that either. That'll be part of the investigation. So one more. We have resources available to make sure the rest of the city is kept safe, and I do want to reiterate that. We are managing our resources with the state, local, and federal partners to make sure that all services to the city maintain while we are maintaining this scene at the same time. So thank you. The next update will be at 3 o'clock. Thank you. Let's go.
All right, you were just listening to a live update from authorities in Louisville, Kentucky, after a mass shooting that happened just over an hour ago at a bank in the downtown area there. This is some video taken from earlier of the scene. What we learned from officials just there in that press conference is that 4 people are confirmed deceased, 8 are in the hospital, and also the shooter was found dead at the scene. Police do not know if it was self-inflicted or if it was by officers, but they do say that first responders arrived very quickly within minutes and credit them for saving other lives. We also know there's no active threat at the moment, but we did hear from Governor Andy Beshear, who thanked first responders, but also mentioned that he had a very close friend in the bank at the time that did not make it, and another friend who is in surgery right now and he hopes will survive. We do know that a police officer is in surgery at the moment. Officials say there will be another press conference coming at 3 p.m., so we will bring you updates on yet another mass shooting here in the United States, this one in Louisville, Kentucky. We'll have more updates as the day goes on.